What's up everybody? Ben here with The Spirit of Running, and today we're talking about the Topo Ultraventure 3. I think that this is a really phenomenal option for anybody that is new to the trail running scene. Let's get some technical specs out of the way. This shoe retails for $150, has a 5mm heel to toe drop, and weighs 10.2 ounces. If you're unfamiliar with Topo, they are a smaller shoe brand. They focus on this natural foot shape with a low drop shoe. They do make some zero drop options as well, but a majority of their shoes are somewhere in that 4 to 6mm drop category. So definitely a really good option if you want to have that more natural foot shape, but going full zero drop just isn't for you. On the bottom, we've got this Vibram outsole, really good rubber. The lugs are not super aggressive, so one of the things that I do like about this shoe is that this can be a really good option for a road to trail shoe. It handles really well on the road and doesn't feel like you're disconnected from the road, but it also does really well on the trails. So you get that grip on the trail. I think if you're doing a race that kind of moves on and off road, this is definitely a good option for that. Moving up through the midsole, Topo refers to this as their zip foam. I find it to be a really nice feel underfoot. Not quite as squishy as like a Pebax midsole, but it does feel a little softer than like a traditional EVA would. So whatever formula combination they've got going on here, I really like the feel. One thing I'm noticing about Topo in general is that the arch also tends to sit a little further back in the shoe. For me, I feel like this kind of supports the overall anatomy of the foot pretty well, rather than just trying to force a shape in the middle of the foot. By pulling it back, it allows the individual's arch to kind of generate its own support. It could be a little too far back for some people, so it's definitely something to be aware of. You definitely want to get the shoe on your foot just to see how that feels. But otherwise, I think that the shoe feels really great underfoot and functions really well. The upper is kind of a breathable mesh. You got a lot of ventilation here. One thing I do like is that you do have some hooks for some gaiters. So if you're doing something that is really sandy, or like the small rocks, you can lock in those gaiters and get a little extra protection. For my trail runners, I think that this is a really good welcome to trail running shoe. It has a really nice road feel as well, so it's a good option for somebody who wants to do a fair majority of the miles on the road, but also wants to start experimenting with some off-road running. I think that it's a really good way to have that shoe option where you're not going to have to stop mid-run, switch out your shoes, find a place to tuck your shoes while you head off onto the trail, and then get back and finish your run. I think if you're running flatter, faster single track or like double track fire road, you got a really good shoe to go with here. I don't think this is necessarily going to be the shoe that you're going to want to go on a really technical trail with, but I think for a majority of trails, it's going to do just fine. I really liked the overall natural foot shape. I used my regular size 10. At the beginning of the run, it almost could feel a little voluminous if you're not used to that more open natural foot shape, but I find that it accommodates for the swelling that you're going to experience when you're out running some of the longer mileage. And it also just provides a little extra protection for the foot when you're moving in and out of the trails, and you might not see something and kind of catch the foot on the front. So it gives me a little bit of buffer space between me and the trail. For hikers, I think that this shoe is going to do a really great job. Having those gaiter clips is going to give us the option to wear a lighter, more nimble shoe for your hikes without having that really high hiking boot feel. But we're still going to be able to protect ourselves from anything slipping into the shoe and slowing us down or taking time away from the hike by having to stop, take the shoes off, clean them out, put them back on, etc., etc. Overall, I think this might be one of the most versatile trail shoes on the market because it is so user-friendly from the beginner trail runner to the seasoned veteran. I think that as a training shoe or even as a racing shoe, the ability to move between surfaces and to be able to seamlessly do that is a huge plus for the shoe. The price point as well gives us a really good trail shoe, high quality build at a price point that anybody can go out and get them and give trail running a shot. If you have any questions, drop those in the comments section, and be sure and hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future content. Hope to see you out there soon. Thanks.